get ready with us for
Talk
our
show.
electric talk show. For electric
DJ Sammy Sam.
DJ Sammy F here, recording live.
We're just doing a little get ready with us, so you can kind of see how we do our makeup. Maybe if you're like looking for tips, don't
Watch Sabrina.
How Sam does her makeup.
Watch Sabrina.
We're gonna get some people being like, why is she doing that?
Why is she randomly putting on concealer after she's done her whole makeup look?
We're just gonna be answering some of your questions as we do our makeup. Do you want to ask the first
Sure.
question?
We just took screenshots on our phone, so if you see us looking at our phone, we're not like texting people, not that it matters, but we just took screenshots. Thanks to everybody that put in some questions. We appreciate it.
On our Instagrams, if you follow us on Instagram. If you don't, then you probably should. Crap, I gotta open this. Oh, there we go.
Boom.
Okay, what's our first question?
Our first question is, what is your sign?
Oh, okay, I'll go first.
Okay.
I'm a Cancer, sun sign. And then I'm also Scorpio moon and Sagittarius rising. I know it didn't ask for all three, but we're doing it anyways. I can't get this open. Can you open it?
Yes.
These nails are not
Not a thing.
a thing for opening, so. Here you go.
And I am pretty much a Libra everything almost.
Are you actually?
Yeah, remember?
Oh no, you're Aquarius moon though.
Aquarius moon, but Libra. Libra.
You're a Libra rising?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. That's really cool. But you're an Aquarius moon sign, which I feel like makes sense as a teacher because Aquarius is all about the collective and like just like bringing the collective consciousness together, like forward.
Yeah.
It's really cool.
Everybody I meet, I've had a couple people call me out as a Libra, and I'm always like taken back, and I'm like, yeah, I guess I
You do have Libra
am very much a Libra.
You do have Libra tendencies. You like balance, that's for sure.
Yeah. So we are Libra and Sab's a Cancer.
I'm like full water sign, so I'm just like really
Emotional.
but like also really moody. Excuse me?
Are you moody? I feel like you like can be, but I feel like you aren't as well. Like you have learned to handle your emotions very well.
Yes.
So yes, I wouldn't call you moody. I just think you feel very deeply.
Yes.
If that makes sense.
Definitely.
But
I
I'm
think
sure
I have
Sal
like-
would say you're moody.
Oh no, he knows I'm moody because like the only person that like really sees that side of me is him. And like it can be really intense sometimes. Thank you, Scorpio moon. But I just like have adapted over the years, especially like with my jobs and like managing people and stuff. Like I had to learn really quick that I have to like kind of conceal my emotions, if that makes sense. So I'm like really good at hiding it, but I do have like a lot of mood swings for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Like just feeling like all of a sudden like annoyed or like frustrated for no reason.
Yeah.
So that's like a thing that I go through a lot. But
Mm-hmm. You hide it very well though.
Yeah.
Especially like to your friends and whatnot. But
well, I'm glad because I don't really want to
yeah, be like moody.
to them.
Yeah.
But then Sal gets like
The brunt of it.
The brunt of it.
Yeah, for sure.
I should
I
probably
think
be more
most
moody
partners do when you spend so much time together. I feel like everybody can resonate with that. Like
That
your
is-
partners or your family, whoever you're spending the most time with, mostly takes the brunt of your emotions.
Yes,
But
that is very true.
I mean, Bray can attest to that too. He
Yeah.
wasn't emotional. I can like cry over anything. My makeup won't be going right. I'm like, he walks into the bathroom and I'm like, and he's like, what is going on?
Yeah.
I'm like, my eyeliner won't work. It's like, okay.
Oh
So,
my god.
Yeah, but
I've seen seen that happen actually.
Yes.
Where your makeup's not working.
I mean, when does my makeup ever work? Like, I don't do my makeup enough, and I like try these things and expect it to work, and it's like...
It's just like the techniques, like you don't have them down because you don't do your makeup often.
I like never do my makeup.
When I first met this girl, she like didn't even know to put like primer on before she put her eyeshadow.
Like, we had to do a huge haul.
Yeah.
Like, we went to Sephora, and she was like,
oh my god, you
here,
got everything.
I'm gonna get you what you need. And then still, like, even still to this day, like, I never really play around with makeup. I don't wear a lot of makeup. I mean, my daily job is a teacher, and I teach grade one, so like they don't really care. The one time I wore winged eyeliner to class, and one of the boys was like, "What's on your eye?"
Oh my god!
And I was like,
"That's so
cute." I was kind of like taken back. I'm like, "Oh, like my mascara, or like my eyeliner?" And he's like, "That thing," and he's like pointing to it and like touching my eye. I'm like, "Okay, whoa." Like, oh, my eyeliner, like it's just like decoration you put on your eye, you just paint it on. It's kind of like a pencil crayon. And he was like, "Oh, can I have some?" And I was like, "Well, I don't have any with me, and I don't know if your parents would be down for me to be putting makeup on you, but you could definitely wear it." Ask your mom. Or yeah, whatever.
Ask your mom if you could have some.
Yeah, exactly.
That's
but
so
yeah,
cute.
Yeah, I've definitely gotten better, but still I haven't played around with it enough to really know exactly what I'm doing. I usually just let Sabrina or shout out Alana.
Oh yeah.
Makeup.
Alana helps us both, I feel like.
Yeah.
She's always the first on all the like new palettes and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, let me look for a new question. Okay, let's start off with some ones like about us. So let's start off with this one. How did you guys meet? From Vivi.
I think we've talked about this one before on another Q&A. We met at a shuffle meetup.
Oh yeah. Is that where we first met? Yeah, that's where we first met.
I think that's where we first met, at a shuffle meetup. I am like very standoffish when people first meet me, unless I know you from like we've talked on like Instagram or whatnot. Like people don't think I'm a shy person, but when it comes to meeting people, I just like keep to myself, and I've always been like that. And Sabrina was like wanting to be my friend, and I was like, "Girl, we're not friends. I don't know you." And she was like,
off.
I was blowing her off. I was being just my normal Libra self, and then we ended up like dancing together more.
Actually, I feel like that's more of an Aquarius thing to be honest with you. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's because Libras are like Van. Like Van is like so like welcoming to everyone.
Virgo.
She's a, isn't she a Libra? She's a Libra.
She's a 24th, I think.
She's a Libra.
Okay, yeah, she's a Libra.
I'm pretty sure that's more of an Aquarius thing. To be like kind of standoffish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That makes sense, actually.
That, and Aquarius governs your emotions, remember that, so.
Yeah. So I was just very standoffish, and we talked a little bit, and we danced a little bit together, and then later on we became more friends. Like we started talking more through Instagram, and then meeting up, and then we kind of just decided to collab.
Yeah.
And we both went into
I think we
Zionify
like, ran into each other like at a club when we were like all together.
Yeah.
And Sam did not like me at first, but she grew on me. Or I grew on her, I think.
Yeah.
One day I got a text message from her being like, "Hey, I'm sorry for being
bitchy."
I don't remember the exact message, but it was really cute. And like, it was almost like I knew. I was like, yeah, I was waiting for this. Like, she's gonna come around eventually. Because like we had all the same friends, so it wasn't like I didn't know anyone.
I feel like I just don't trust very easily in friends. I've had a lot of friendships where it was one-sided, and I'm a very like giving type of friend. And I've had a lot of friends take advantage of that, and they're no longer my friends now. But yeah, I don't trust very easily, and I'm the type of person where it's like, okay, yeah, we have the same passion, we have something in common, but that doesn't mean we're gonna be besties. Like we could be complete opposites, or we could not get along. But we ended up becoming really good friends, and we've been friends for what, like, it's been 7 years now?
Probably like around 7 years. Since we started shuffling, basically.
Yeah,
so
like probably like 7 years now.
Which is crazy. It went by so fast. So yeah, that's how we met. Definitely, like, I feel like there was like so many shufflers at the time in Toronto, but like all of those shufflers I feel like we don't really see anymore.
No.
Like it's kind of like been a turnover since then, if that makes sense.
I feel like there was a lot of people that just like enjoyed raving and like saw shuffling as like a way to just like connect with people. Hold on.
Can you guys turn it down a little?
We've got the boys here with us. And they're always being loud out there.
Sorry.
Sorry. That's okay. We don't care.
It's okay if you have it on and if you guys
Oh
don't
no,
just try not to be loud.
I'm used to this. It's my life.
It's my life.
Oh my god.
So dramatic.
Yeah, like it's like 1 hour of your freaking time, like.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the boys. Maybe we should do the boys question next.
Yeah. So yeah, we met 7 years ago. The rest is history.
We've done so many collabs together.
Yeah, lots of collabs, lots of classes, and we also just like get together often with the boys and
we do
our
lots
partners as well. Like
lots of non-shuffle stuff. Like
yeah,
we met through shuffling, but now we like hang out very often and don't even end up shuffling.
Yeah. We always say we're gonna like shuffle and then we don't because we're with the boys and like we'll go out and like go for dinner, do escape rooms or whatever with the boys. And I feel like most of the time now that we hang out, like we've got our partners with us. So they're like, okay, yeah, we don't want to watch you just shuffle for hours. They will, but they would rather do something
us playing because like in our early stages, all we would do is watch like shuffle compilations on YouTube, and like I remember when you first started dating Bray, we just were all sitting together and
it was like
a ton of shuffle stuff.
It was like the whole crew. We're at Sabrina's old place, and I bring Bray for the first time, and literally we just sit there and watch Cali compilations
for like 2 hours,
and all of us are just like, oh, whoa, and Bray's just like,
is this all you guys do?
This is your fun? Like what is this? But he appreciates the styles now and appreciates what it is. But at first
he dabbles in it a little bit too.
Yeah, he does dabble in it. But since we are talking about Braden and Sal, our good friend Bruno sent this one in and he says, do Braden and Sal get even more silly together?
That is, sometimes it's a problem. Like we've lost them at festivals before.
Yeah.
Because they just go off.
Like it's like fun until it's an issue where we can't find them and we're like, where have they been? It's been 2 hours and they're completely gone.
We had to send out like a search party at one point.
Yeah, I remember.
That was when Jenny was here and literally we all split up because Bray and Sal were gone for like 2 hours.
Well, the thing was is that everybody was trying to find Bray and then we sent Sal. Like, why would we ever send Sal? We sent Sal to find Bray and to bring him back. And literally, I'm like, it's been another half an hour and neither of them are back now.
Yeah.
I'm like, great, now we lost Sal.
Both of them.
And I go to find them and I see them in a corner just like bopping away, having a grand old time. And I'm like, guys, where have you been? And so I was like, hey, let us have fun. Like,
you ruined all the fun, Sam.
Yeah, like you've been gone for 2 hours.
Yeah.
Like, what the hell?
Like, we just want to know you're okay. Like, we don't mind that people go off at festivals. Like, we get it. Like, me and Sam end up staying together because we're mostly dancing the whole time, and we get that, like,
the boys
don't always want to do that. But when they're gone for that long, we start to get worried.
Yeah.
Because who knows? God knows what the fuck they're doing. Like,
well, and that, when that was the first time we went to that Electric Island, that venue.
Oh,
so I was nervous because Bray had never been to that venue, and I was like,
Electric Island is going to be too. So right away, we both were like, that was the last time we went to a festival together because that was the last time before COVID. So yeah, it was.
It seems so long ago.
I know,
That's crazy.
because remember Jenny was here for the weekend too, and we all went.
Yeah.
That was the last time, because
That
then
seems so crazy.
the following year was COVID, so we never actually got to go to any festivals that year.
That's crazy.
So like, I just remember Sam was like losing her shit.
I was like, these boys.
And then you found them and they were just bopping around and
Yeah.
you're like,
As per usual.
are you serious? Like, we've been looking for you. We sent out a search party. Everyone split up.
Yeah.
Everyone's like looking around.
Like-
and then the event was ending and we still hadn't found them.
Yeah.
It was like an hour, like not even like half an hour till we had to go.
Yeah.
So
That is like the one thing I low-key love about Electric Island is, so Electric Island only goes until 11 p.m. and I don't know about y'all, but I'm getting older and we're getting older and I just like can't do it anymore. Like I need my sleep. I love my sleep and I'm like, it's so nice to just come home and have like a little after party with your friends and like know that you can go to bed at a decent time and wake up in the morning and still feel good. Like, oh, yes.
yeah, I feel you on that.
Who are you excited to see today?
Definitely Macioplex.
Ooh, Macioplex and
Freaking vibe.
Nathan Dorado as well.
Yeah,
They're playing at the
yeah.
same time though on different stages, so we'll have to pop back and
Oh,
forth. They're
I
both
hate
playing 9
that.
till 11, yeah.
That's so annoying.
But like, both are bomb.
They are both really good.
Macioplex always gives vibes.
Hey, keep it down. You're like yelling. I told you low voice.
It's like teaching a grade 1. This is what my everyday life looks like. We're using our ninja voices now.
Oh, I love that. Because like, they have to be quiet.
Yeah.
They have to be self.
Because if you just tell them to be quiet, they don't know what that means. I mean, I don't even know what that means.
And they're like,
Wow,
hell
tell me
no.
something. Yeah, ninja
Lady,
voices.
I'm about to go off right now.
Yeah. All right.
Okay, next question. You want to ask the next one?
Sure. You keep doing your.
Yeah, I'm going off on the eyes right now. Oh, this looks kind of purpley.
All right. Does it hurt your feet shuffling barefoot? What do you
For me, yeah. I don't often do it. Although I feel like I can shuffle best barefoot, to be honest.
I feel like you have more control.
Yeah.
You're not afraid to like I feel like some shoes you can like slip over, you know what I mean? And then in socks, socks is just dangerous in general. Like
you have the best grip in your bare feet, and also you have the best access to like every part of your foot muscles, basically, I feel like. So you can have the best control over like your movement, and you can like point or flex your foot depending a lot easier.
Yeah. I think that I love shuffling barefoot. I shuffle barefoot like in my house and whatnot, but it does end up hurting my feet like in the long run.
Yeah.
Like I like feel it the next day when I'm like,
or I'll get like a little rip or something in my skin, which is like also annoying and painful.
But I do love the look of shuffling barefoot. So I would say that it doesn't hurt in the moment because like you're going off and you're just feeling the music.
But if you really go off, like you'll get like blisters and shit.
Mm-hmm.
So I wouldn't do it all the time if you're going to.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, let's do another question about us. Favorite memory of each other. These questions are deep, man. Favorite memory of each other. Oh my god, I have a good one. I'll go first. What do you think?
Oh god. I'm nervous.
I feel like
it's a good one? Or?
It's a good one. It was when we went to Cabana and you were so lit. So we go to Cabana.
Was that my birthday weekend?
I'm pretty sure it was your birthday. Cabana is like a pool bar in Toronto, so we go to Cabana. We got pretty lit, I would say. We were mostly like just, you know, having a good old time. And Sam starts getting tired. When Sam's like too lit, she just starts getting tired and she'll sleep anywhere. Like so many times we're at a festival and like the security will come over to me and be like, hey, like your friend can't sleep here. Like she'll just pick any random spot to sleep. Like in Vancouver at Dream State, she was like sleeping on the floor and the guy's like, you're gonna have to leave if she's gonna be sleeping. Oh my god. Like we can't have people sleeping on the floor. So anyways, we decided to get sushi after because everyone's hungry and this one's always the first one. I need food. We gotta go eat. Like she was like down for the sushi. So we go to all you can eat sushi. And she orders like everything on the menu, first of all. And they just kept bringing more and more food. And she's like, I didn't order that. Yeah, you did. She keeps ordering and ordering. So, and there's like a big group of us at the sushi place. So then, like, Sam's like gorged. She like finishes eating. Then she goes and like, there was like a long kind of like what was this? Bench, yeah. Basically. We were sitting on the bench side of the table, and she just goes off to like the far, like in front of another table, basically. There was no one sitting there. She goes and like, I gotta like show the position you were in, because like, it was just too good. She goes in like a fetal position like this, and then she just passes out. Like legit. I couldn't believe it. I was like, how the hell? And it's loud in there, and there's people everywhere, and this girl's freaking sleeping. So like, she just passed right out. Yeah. And it was too good. Like, trying to get her up too to leave like was hilarious.
Good luck.
She was like passed right out, and that was when I realized Sam can literally sleep anywhere, in any position too. Like, who the hell sleeps like that?
I don't know. Drunk Sam, apparently.
Drunk Sam.
Yeah. That was definitely a funny day.
Do you remember sleeping like that? Do you even remember?
I don't remember. I remember vaguely going to sushi. Like, I remember being at sushi, but I don't recall the ride home. So that was when I was passed out.
Well, Ray basically has to like carry you out because you were like so passed out.
Yeah.
So it was pretty hilarious, I must say.
Yeah.
I feel like I've done similar things too.
Favorite memory of you?
Come get your girl.
Yeah, there's just so many.
She tried to sell me on the street once.
Oh, that was a funny night. So we were at...
Not ready for Salvo.
Was it Dreams?
Yeah, it was at Dreams Festival.
It was at Dreams Festival, and it was her birthday.
Yeah.
It was your birthday, and I feel like I always do this. Whenever it's her birthday, I like surprise her. So I think I had a wedding. I had a wedding that day, and it was Sabrina's birthday, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna leave the wedding early. I'm not gonna tell Sabrina. I'm gonna get there and whatever. So I was like texting Sal, being like, hey, I'm coming, whatever. So we went into the event late, and I showed up, and Sabrina's like, oh my god, like, hey, what's up? She was already just so lit. So we like danced, whatever. Got drinks, we're like everybody's buying her birthday drinks, and then at the end of the event we couldn't find Sal, of course, because Sal wanted to keep partying, and we're outside and we're trying to get an Uber, and this girl's like rolling around on the ground. Everybody that's walking by, she's like, hey.
I wasn't like that like crazy, but I was definitely litless. Like,
she was like sitting on the ground,
I was just really drunk.
Just talking to everybody, and every time
was Joe with us too? Joe was like, I've never seen Sabrina.
Yeah. And I was, every time someone walked by, I was kept being like, $20 if you want to take her home. Then she's like,
people were like,
trying to sell me.
People were like saying no too. They're like, no thanks.
This girl looks crazy, I don't want her. But yeah, so I was just like trying to sell her off, so I didn't have to take care of her.
So she didn't have to deal with it.
And then I called Sal, and I was like, yo, come get your girl, because she was like crazy right now. And
your girl.
Sal was like, where are you? And then...
Well, they were having like an after party in the festival grounds, remember?
Yeah, but
there was like a little area in the festival grounds, and him and his buddies were all there. They were like, just go home, and like, we're gonna stay here. It was really cool. They kept it in the festival grounds. So you could basically just like stay at the festival and like party a little bit more. There was like one stage that was still playing music.
Yeah.
So he didn't, once he left, like he wouldn't be able to go back in, so that's why he was pissed when we told him to leave. And then we just went home and passed out. And we didn't even wait for him for the Uber either, we just left.
And you didn't even like, Sabrina's usually pretty good. She'll always take her makeup off, but you didn't take your makeup off that night, and I was just like peeling her eyelashes off and like trying to wipe her face.
Taking my hair out too. Like my hair was in those braid things.
Yeah.
Oh, remember those bun braid things? And I was like, get my hair out.
Yeah, that was funny. I don't know, there's been like so many good memories. Like when you got engaged.
Oh yeah,
that was like such a good memory of you. Like that Sal invited us to their engagement, bunch of Sabrina's close friends, and we surprised her. They were having like a family gathering, That's a really good memory too, because that's just like
It's wholesome.
a life moment too. Like
Yeah,
that
it was really nice.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
don't know,
we did
there's been too many to count, but usually our favorite memories are when each of us is like lit.
Because we do funny shit.
Yeah.
We do always do funny shit. Alright, we're back. A little brief intermission. Camera cut out there. Talking too much. What were we talking? What was our next question? Let's go over our next question. Oh, let's go into that again. So our nicknames. So obviously you guys know of us as Soulless and Rebel, but growing up, everyone used to call me Sabrina the Teenage Witch. Ha ha, funny joke. Turns out I'm actually a witch, so I'll fuck you up. No, kind of a little bit.
Yeah, you
I
have
would
some
say.
witchy tendencies.
I do have some witchy tendencies. It's the Scorpio in me. But I also used to get called Savvy, which I cut that shit short real quick.
Like that one?
Was not down for that. People who would try to call me that, I'd be like, that's not a thing.
Yeah.
Please stop.
That's
It's weird. I don't think Miss Kaboody
Miss
was one.
Kaboody.
Because my last name's Kaboody.
Oh, that's funny.
In high school, everyone used to call it. Because remember that Miss New Booty song?
Yeah. Bubba Sparks.
Yeah. Everyone used to say I had a big butt, so.
I mean, you do have a big butt.
I do. So that was one nickname that I had. What about you? What did you have growing up? People call you Sammy?
So
Your mom calls you Sammy.
my mom calls me Sammy. A lot of people call me Sammy. But growing up, my parents used to call me Dennis the Menace. Have you seen that movie?
Oh my god, that's so you!
Like Dennis was
I heard
like,
you were like a crazy ass kid, your mom was telling me.
yeah, my parents used to call me Dennis and like all my aunts and uncles. And it's funny because I have a cousin that's the same age as me, and we were like crazy together. And they called her Billy. I don't know why they called her Billy, but they called her Billy and me Dennis. So those were like our nicknames.
Was there a Billy in the movie, maybe?
I don't think so.
No, I don't.
But yeah, I was definitely like a Dennis for sure. I mean, I was like good in some ways, but also a little bugger too. So Dennis, and then yeah, Sammy. I used to be called Ferrari a lot because my last name's Ferretti.
Oh, that's a cool nickname though.
And then in baseball, they called me Freddie, like DDY.
Oh, cool.
Like my name is Ferretti with T's, but they would call me Freddie.
Freddie's
Like out on the field, they'd be like,
You have all
Freddie.
cool nicknames. What the hell, man? This savvy shit.
Yeah, I mean, I had a lot of nicknames, and then I created with James when I was in GMH, Soulless.
Oh yeah.
And then
That's when it was born?
yeah, GMH.
Wow.
Actually, I think GMH
For those
was,
that don't know, GMH was a shuffle crew that Sam was in.
yeah, God's Mighty Heroes. Shout out to James and my girl Sarah and Melissa.
Oh my god, I forgot we were a part of Cali crew. So
Mary and
people who are like in the shuffle scene now, I feel like don't even know this about us. But like we were in Cali shuffle crews and we don't even live in Cali.
I know.
So random.
So weird.
But yeah, we both left. Well,
we looked up to Callie so much. Like that was our inspiration for a lot of our styles for a while. So I mean,
well, we were floored, like both of us. Like they were good crews. Like Official Star 67 was the one I was in.
yeah.
And they taught us a lot. Like they did help us a lot. They mentored us, which is great.
Yeah,
that's where we
and
learned
Star
a lot of
67 is
stuff.
still around and still
Yes.
has a lot of amazing members.
Amazing shufflers. Like
Yeah.
I cannot say like enough good things about their dancing. I think that they still have like some of the best styles in the game.
Yeah,
Like
for sure.
I think one of my, let's go into this actually, this question kind of leads into it, but who are your shuffle inspirations? I feel like one of my biggest inspirations was in that crew. I feel like my style has nothing to do with his, but Taco was like a legend, and I feel like if you don't know who he is, definitely look him up. He just has such a amazing style, and his ability to whip out the most insane combos. It's like he's air. Like he moves around so effortlessly, and yet he hits like such a powerful Cali style. So it's a very interesting mix.
I feel like he has the like prototype for that type of shuffling body.
Yeah.
Like,
oh, he does.
He's
a perfect
small and he's competitive powerful as well.
Yeah,
and
it's got good energy too.
Like you can compare like Grey Ghoul 6 and Vic, like they kind of have similar body types. And that's why I think they move so easily, and it's just like it looks like they're walking on like water or air. Yeah, he's definitely been.
I mean, Gilly as well is such a huge inspo, and now he's like so famous. Like props to him.
I love
Boombox, obviously. I swear every guy or all the girls too were sick in that crew.
Yeah, I loved Sarah's Sriracha's style. Malona was sick.
Malona was definitely one of my inspos for sure.
I don't know if I'm gonna pronounce her name right, but Glenda, is it Glenda?
I think so.
Glendita, I think her name was.
Yeah, I know.
She was killer.
She was good too.
But then even like newer shufflers, like my girl Ty, Rain was in it. B-Girl Dern, like
there's so many.
I mean, it's endless now. Like Elena, Gabby, Val, like even Mary. Newer shufflers. Mary. I mean, it's endless. Sierra, like I feel like.
But who would you say is like the biggest inspiration to your style? Because for me, I feel like when I hit my Melbourne, I think it has to be Val. Like if you look at Val's style, because you know I was watching her style, I was trying to do her like her sassy, like smooth Melbourne. I feel like when I hit Melbourne, she's probably like
Val's probably a big
one that inspired my style the most.
It's hard.
For you, I feel like probably Tanya a little bit, because she was like the first person that exposed you to the most. Like,
I would say like Tanya's Running Man, Malona's combos.
Malona had sick combos.
Malona's combos were like,
she's killing it.
The reason that I found those girls was because of Val. Like if I didn't have Val, I wouldn't have.
That's true.
And like the first, you know that kick spin?
Yeah.
Remember that? How long it took me to learn that kick spin? So like I would say Val too. I mean, it's hard.
That's like the Sriracha kick spin, right? Like Sriracha had a really. She was crazy with the spins. Yeah. She could still hit crazy spins.
Yeah, Sarah's top notch for that.
Yeah, she's definitely got spins.
But I would say
when it comes to like cutting shapes, though, I feel like probably Elena. Like
I don't really do that. So
who else? Obviously Mark Tor. He was a big inspo for me as well, because I actually got to meet him and like learn from him. And I feel like his style is just, all the Spanish shufflers are killing it. Like they're just next level. To me, when it comes to production level, like no one beats their level. Like they're just insane. Like it's everything from like the videography, the edits, like the locations they pick. Like
that's true.
To me, it's like the wow factor is there for the Spanish shufflers. And I feel like there's also so many Latin American shufflers as well that hit crazy, like Brazilian shufflers. Like a lot of them have a mixture of cutting shapes like Cali, which is really cool.
Yeah.
You get a little tired?
Yeah, just like my legs.
Yeah, I feel like Shuffle Babes, because Val started that account, and Girls That Shuffle too had posted like reposted a ton of really sick shufflers.
Yeah.
Because Girls That Shuffle, Becky was part of FTS Shuffle Crew, so she was sharing a lot of shufflers that I never really knew of till like I saw them on her page. So I feel like you can come in if you want.
Want me to sew these tighter?
Or maybe just up a little bit, yeah. Might as well.
Those are cool.
What?
Like,
Sure. Yeah.
your ankle smaller.
Sure.
Those are cool.
Your ankle's smaller.
The boys are sewing our clothes for us.
Ray's amazing. He's like the crafty one. I can't do anything.
I cannot sew. I don't know how Sal does.
I don't know if I have a ton more questions left on mine. I had a couple.
We're getting near the end.
I've got a couple. Yeah, I am so inspired by you two to learn. This is from Metal Albert. Any tips on knee braces to practice with?
Ooh, yeah. I found mine on Amazon. Actually, one of my friends who's been shuffling for a long time, Jenny, she's Lola Shuffle Bunny. She's the one who turned me on to braces, because I find that when I've been dancing a lot, like for example, like if you're on a festival all weekend, you're muscles tend to get sore and weaker, so then like it's easier for you to kind of like slip a little bit with your knees.
Yeah.
So I'll usually wear them if I'm like worn down or more tired, but also if you have an injury, they work really well. And I just picked up mine on Amazon. I can leave a link in the description for you guys.
I think like Tensor is an actual brand.
Yeah.
And I use the Tensor ones. I use the ones that you just slip on. I find that so I've had a knee injury. I had surgery on my knee years ago. I find that if you get the ones that have like the metal, they're a little bit constricting, which is like a good and a bad thing, I feel like, because you do need movement still in your knees for a lot of shuffle moves. So I usually just use the palm ones that have the strap so you can make it tighter and kind of hold that knee in.
That's like, I would say like more of an advanced knee brace.
Yeah, for sure. It depends on like what you need it for. Like everybody's different. If you're just using it to like keep your knee safe because you're feeling like a little bit anxious of hurting your knee, then I would go with just a slip-on one.
Sleeves,
but if you've had a knee injury, I would go with one that you can tent in. For sure.
And also, like, if you see like a physiotherapist or like a chiropractor, they could probably recommend you one.
Yeah.
Especially if they specialize in like sports or dancing. Like, I always find that like whenever I'm at my chiro, like she really like recommends things that will actually like help my if I'm like prone to injury or anything. So definitely ask a specialist as well, because we are not specialists.
Yeah, and like everybody, like we can't feel your pain or what you're like your tension or anything. So I would say definitely check in with, if you have like coverage or you're seeing someone, check in with them because they could point you to the right. But I mean, I feel like because of how aesthetic shuffling is, people shy away from wearing tensors or braces, and it's like, if you need to wear that, just wear it, because it's going to protect you from injury, and that is what is most important. Like, no one is going to look at your video and be like, cute outfit, but you had a tensor on.
Yeah.
Like, wear that tensor to me, please.
People will ask you like if you're okay. Like, I've worn my brace in some videos, and I think people have asked me like, hey, is everything okay? And most of the time it's for preventative. Like, if I've been dancing a ton, because obviously I teach dance every day. So if my legs are tired and I know that I could possibly, like, for me, overextension is a problem. So I'll go in for like a really heavy running man, for example.
Yeah.
Or like anything to do with cutting shapes, because you're really flexing the kneecap versus like releasing it. I'll overextend it and then pull like a muscle behind my knee. So that's why I tend to wear the knee brace if I know that I'm a little bit more tired, because I can't control my muscles as well, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
But yeah, definitely like wear it if you need to, and like don't worry about how it looks, because at the end of the day, like what matters more is that you're gonna be safe and not hurt yourself.
Yeah, for sure.
I think both of us have worn them time and time again.
Yeah, there was a time there where I literally wasn't shuffling at all, like hardly walking.
Yeah, because your knee was flared up. Sam had a knee surgery like back in the day when she was a rugby player, lacrosse, rugby,
yeah.
When she was a rugby player, she had to get knee surgery. So she said it flares up now and again, especially with the type of running man that she does.
Yeah, and like seasons changing, like I feel like September is always like a time where our seasons are changing here a lot in Canada. It's like getting cooler at night and whatnot, and my knee over the past couple weeks has been acting up. It's fine, but I just have to be careful.
You just have to know when to rest it as
I love that I'm saying this, and I probably should have brought my tensor for Electric Island.
Well, I have this week, so you can always borrow mine.
Yeah.
I feel like just like knowing when to rest is a big thing. Like, people don't realize like
stretching
that I feel like you can listen to your body tells you when you need to rest, but a lot of people ignore it, and that's when injuries happen.
Yeah, for sure.
It's like, for example, like we've gone to events and been like, you know what, I'm gonna sit this one out, I'm just gonna be like chill and vibing, but I won't be dancing much tonight. Because if you push it too far, you're gonna injure yourself, and then you won't be able to dance for like weeks and weeks.
Yeah.
So what's better, you know? So for me, like, I'm always at shuffle events, like even if we have meets, but if I know that I've been dancing too much lately, then I will cool it with the shuffling, you know? And just,
cool it. Yeah. it's a good thing to talk about, so we appreciate that, because I think that a lot of shufflers have knee injuries or feel tension. I mean, and it goes hand in hand with stretching. Like a lot of the times, because we're using so much of our legs, all of our muscles and tendons come in and wrap around our knee and pull on it. So underneath, if you're feeling pain in and around your knee, it's probably because your muscles surrounding your knee are too tense and they're pulling on it. So make sure you're stretching, rolling up those legs and whatnot. Yeah, stretching is huge.
Definitely stretch before and after you practice as well.
Yeah.
Because I feel like not enough people do that, and then that's exactly when you're most prone to injuries, when your muscles are too tight because you've been practicing a lot. So definitely make sure that you're stretching properly. One of the questions was if you could dance any other style other than shuffling, what would it be?
Obviously hip hop.
Yeah, for you, I feel like hip hop is like your main. You're pretty good at it too. You got the swag. I feel like because you're not a trained dancer, you have that like level of like street dance that looks so good as a hip hop dancer. Yeah. Because I've seen like overly trained dancers not be as, like for example me, not be as good as hip hop. Like for me, I struggle with hip hop. I like it.
I feel like I feel like if you are like trained in
like
if you're trained in ballet,
it's harder to,
because you have to be able to like let loose, and I feel like a lot of people struggle with that. But I mean, there are still very technical dancers that are amazing at hip hop too. But yeah, I feel you on that.
For me, I think it would be contemporary.
I love your contemporary videos.
It's definitely something I don't show as much on my Instagram, but like I'm actually pretty good at it.
I remember like when you were in the FTS tournament, and she would be like, oh, like, I don't know what I'm gonna do for this video, and I'm like, you need to use your background in dance. Like, I think that you split them oftentimes, and I'm always like, why don't you throw in these things? And then you're like, oh yeah, true, I could do that.
Yeah, I always kind of like, other than the turns, like the turns I find are easy to mesh.
Yeah.
Sometimes I feel like a little nervous to like throw in too much of my like contemporary background, but like I feel like it really it highlights the shuffling nicely depending on how you use it, obviously. But
of course, yeah. I mean,
I'm trying this like under, what is it called? Reverse swing. So we'll see how this goes.
Usually, I'm done my makeup and hair in like a half an hour, and Sabrina like hasn't even done her makeup yet. And
I'm like only on my eyes now, which is pretty good. Like
you are doing good.
Like I'd still be doing my foundation.
Yeah.
When you're done, and she's like, "All right, I'm done," and I'm like,
who wants a drink?
Who wants to chill with me while Sam's done?" And I'm just like sitting here still doing my makeup. I need to smudge it though. How am I gonna? Oh, maybe I can use this brush to smudge it.
Yeah.
I don't know. Jenny told me I have to smudge it in. No, I feel like it needs to be like a powder brush maybe.
I don't know, because look at mine. Mine's smudged very nicely.
Do you have like a smudgy brush? Oh, is that what you, oh, maybe I'll use this. Hold on. Do you have any brushes? I feel like you have nothing. Actually, you got a brush set.
I didn't bring it.
Brush? No. Actually,
and use your face, and I'll look up another question for us. Boom.
Okay, we've got a lot still because you can swipe through. There's still like more. I mean, we won't get through all of them.
Oh, this is a good one. Oh, this is kind of like a mesh of a couple. Do you just know when you get the shuffle moves correct? And also, how long does it usually take to start getting like correct shuffling form? And how long should you be practicing? They kind of go hand in hand.
Yeah, I agree. That's a good question.
I will say there is a time where it feels like it's starting to click.
It feels, I don't know, it does feel good, but I agree, like sometimes you think you're doing it right and then maybe you're using like the wrong technique.
Yeah.
Like for example, when you were first hitting Cali and then you were told, hey, like stop smashing your foot into the floor.
I think that you do feel it when it's clicking. You're like, oh, like this feels right. But honestly, you just have to ask questions and send videos to people, like whoever you're trying to learn from. I mean, a lot of our shelf community pretty much are open books when it comes to knowledge and learning. So,
which is good now, because back then they were.
Yeah, so I think it does, you'll feel it and it will click. And hours of shuffling isn't good for your body. Like, don't think there's any necessary time. There's no time that you need to be practicing to be good. I would say like
anywhere from like 20 minutes to an hour is a good practice sesh. Like for me, even 20 minutes can make a difference.
Yeah, and when you're practicing, set an intention. Like, I'm gonna work on glides today, and because I really want to get a glide down. And you know what I mean? Glide for a little bit and then take a break.
Now there's like so many videos you can look up on YouTube, or like even TikTok has so many little tutorials. Or like take somebody's class, right? Like even if you're not sure what to practice, like there's so many good workshops nowadays. Like me and Sam take different people's workshops all the time now. So like,
hey, our girl says, when are y'all coming to Costa Rica for a collab?
Oh my god.
You're going soon, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna go in January, but you're gonna be teaching.
Yeah, this is the issue with, I love teaching, and teaching obviously has its perks. I get a lot of vacation, but I get vacation when the kids are off, so I can't choose my vacation. So whenever Sabrina likes, we're just like, let's do this, and it's like middle of January, and I'm like, yeah, not happening, sorry. But I would love to come see you in Costa Rica, Jay, and I would love
if she's living there for a while, we can always go next summer.
Yeah, and this is Alex inviting us down to Costa Rica.
Costa Rica.
Yeah, she's living life up there. She looks like she's absolutely enjoying herself.
I know.
And if anybody is ever scared of like taking a leap of faith, where just doing something different, moving somewhere, moving into a new job, follow our girl and her wonderful partner AJ, and I think it's Alchemy Adventures on Instagram, and I think he's AJ Kaleri, because they really they've even pushed me into trying something new and trying new stuff. So read their posts and it will resonate with you. Very
inspiring.
Yeah,
they just up and left and moved to Costa Rica, which is so awesome.
Yeah. Oh, this one's from our girl Laura in Crash. What's your favorite trait about one another? And she says she loves us both, and we love you.
Aww.
What's your favorite trait about one another?
I like Sam, how she's like feisty, and that she like is always honest. Sometimes it can rub people the wrong way, including me. We've gone in fights about your bluntness sometimes.
Yeah.
But it's better to have someone who's honest with you than who just kind of like lies to your face, or like, you know, who's not so straight up about things. So like, I love that about her, and I think that, you know, being honest and just very like upfront about who you are, it's like more about being your authentic self. So I feel like she's more authentic because she's like that, because she's not afraid to just be who she is, and I love that about her. Yeah.
There's so many for
there is a lot. Like I would say so many.
Yeah. I would say that
would be my favorite.
My favorite is how like mindful Sabrina is, like, and Sabrina's really taught me, like we talked about setting intentions for practice. Like Sabrina is a complete intention setter, like, and constantly reminding herself of her self-worth. And I think that I needed that in my life, being mindful of other people. She taught me that, like, if I was upset or like feeling some type of way, she really brought me down to a level where I can understand other people's perspectives. So I love that about Serena. She's mindful of other people's emotions and what they may be going through, because sometimes I am honest, but I can be a little selfish where I'm only thinking of myself.
Well, I feel like sometimes you don't know how to release your emotions. And for me, obviously, I'm just like it's easy for me to release my emotions, but I feel like some people it's hard.
Yeah.
So like just being able to like set intentions for yourself, like mentally, physically.
Yeah.
It like.
And you're also just like a risk taker. Like, and I am like, I stay safe.
What do we think about this? I still have to add like the eyelashes.
I think I like it. I think it just
do I
needs
need to do
puffed
more
a little bit more.
Up here, maybe like pull it in more.
I think it's gonna look different. I think you should look what your lashes are gonna look like, because it's gonna look very different with your lashes on, right? I think your lashes are gonna pull the look together.
I hope I can do this. I wish Jenny was here.
I know.
She sent me this like thing about how to do it.
I think it's hard to look at it right now because you need to see the final result. I think you're gonna love the final result after. It's just hard to pull the look together when you don't have the eyelashes on yet.
I'm just pulling the eyeliner.
But yeah, I mean, there's so many traits that like I love about Sabrina, but I think it's kind of the same for both of us. Honesty and just being mindful and
being authentic.
We're both empaths, so we feel very deeply and we get one another and we level each other out, which is nice. We get one another on
that's a little bit better.
A deeper level.
The lashes, it'll kind of look darker. Yeah, I agree. Should I do these lashes? Are you not doing lashes?
Nope.
Of course you're not. What do we think about these? Oh yeah. Oh no, that's a little too much
for you.
That's too much.
I think it's a little too much. We need to be smaller. Maybe a little bit.
Oh, I've got the
like smaller and simpler. What inspired you to start teaching shuffling? I'm gonna come in on this.
Yeah.
A quick sec with teaching, not shuffling, obviously, but just teaching in general. When I was young, I just wanted to like help people, and I was really pulled towards spec ed. I worked with a lot of autism students, Down syndrome students, and I absolutely love that. And I feel like I teach grade 1. I taught kindergarten last year. I'm teaching grade 1 this year, and I just feel like they breathe so much life into me, and they allow me to take a step back and really look at the small things and be grateful for the small things. And I absolutely love that. Like, the things they get excited over is just so funny. And I'm like, I don't get excited over these things, like the sun coming out. They're like, oh, it stopped raining. The sun came out. And I'm like, oh yeah, like the sun did come out. That is something to be excited for. You know what I mean? Or like just little things that when you were a kid you got excited about, but as an adult you're like,
You just
it happens on a daily, whatever, you know?
Yeah,
so,
you forget to like notice those things.
Yeah.
Basically now. What was the question?
Yours, what inspired you to start teaching shuffling?
Well, just like always being passionate about dance and having the background that I have. I've just always been inspired, and funny enough, like when I was younger, I wanted to be a teacher, just like Sam, but for some reason, I just kind of like talked myself out of it, because at the time well, it's still like this, but in Ontario, it's very difficult, especially in like Toronto where I live, to get a job as a teacher. Sam is actually very lucky that she has a permanent teaching position. Because like it is so hard to find work here. You have to like have the right connections, and you have to have a lot of experience. So I was just like nervous about getting into teaching, but I have like all my teacher roles from university just in case I wanted to go into teaching. And I don't know, I just kind of like, in the community here, there wasn't really anyone like supporting the growth of beginners, and so I started off just like, remember those beginner shuffle classes?
Yeah.
Just like bringing people in to like teach them like the bare minimum moves, and I was just really thriving and enjoying it, and I found myself enjoying the process of teaching others, which I naturally have always loved. And I started to do like one-on-ones for people who were more interested, and then of course Sam and I did a bunch of workshops together, which I found to be really like helpful for both of us. Sam as well, I think helped her a lot.
Yeah.
In order to like
I mean, it's just very different teaching shuffling. Like I taught swimming lessons for years. I obviously teach elementary school students, and it's funny because I still get super nervous when I teach shuffling because I'm just not used to teaching that type of content, right? Like I don't, explaining math and language to grade 1s is a lot different than explaining how to do a shuffle move, right? So, and also I think that it worked with your background in dance because you know a lot of the names for them, and you know how to break down the movements because you were taught as well. And I remember like the moment when Sabrina was deciding to quit her full-time job and pursue teaching shuffling. And I remember how scared you were, and I remember just being like, you're gonna be okay. Like, you're gonna do this. You have the passion behind you, you have the work ethic, like you're determined, like people want to learn from you. And you were like, yeah, I know, but like what if and what if.
I know,
it's scary. I mean, it's scary you started your own business, like, right? Like I don't have to worry about that. I know every day I'm gonna walk into a job and there's gonna be a place for me and I'm gonna get paid regardless, right?
Yeah.
Where you have to go out and constantly market yourself, right? It's very different. So kudos to all of the shuffle teachers out there, or just teachers in general that are starting their own business, right? Like, it's a scary process.
Especially when you break your leg the day after you quit your job.
That was a nightmare.
Yeah.
That was a time where I was trying to tell her everything's gonna be okay, and she was like, I don't believe you.
I was like, the universe doesn't support me. Like, why would this happen to me? But
it worked out.
It worked out because, like, it showed me that I'm not a superhuman, and that's when I was running myself to the ground, working 2 jobs. Remember, I was working as a project manager.
Yeah, and that was a time we had already planned a collab, and we had booked the studio, and we were teaching, and people had already bought tickets. And usually, Sabrina's teaching the class, and I'm the sidekick. Like, I'm there, and I'm teaching parts of the dance, but she's usually the one that goes through, because I get like all like anxious. And I remember being like, Sabrina, like, we can't teach this class.
She was like, need to cancel.
We need to cancel.
Oh,
and she was like, not happening. You're teaching. You've got this. And I was like, I don't know if I can do this. She's like, it's happening. You're doing it. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. And I did it, and it was great. It was a great push, but I was really
I was there to help you.
Yeah.
And I was still like demonstrating somehow with my boot on.
Yeah.
I was teaching still with my boot on. But yeah, it was a great experience to also see you kind of have to step into that position. Because you've always felt like, okay, as long as I have Sabrina, she'll know the counts, she'll know like...
Yeah, I can be like, hey, what am I messing up on? And you're like, you're messing up on this.
Yeah, so she was like so nervous about that, but that was like a really good opportunity for her as well.
Yeah.
I'm almost done, I just have one more eyelash.
Yeah, I think we're pretty much, I think the last one, which is a fun one, is what would be the song that you would sing at karaoke?
Oh,
I'm like, I have so many. I am in love with Aaliyah, so I would probably like do an Aaliyah or an Ashanti song. I feel like those are like, ooh, or Paramore. I fucking love Paramore. And it's funny because people always say to me like, oh, you have this raspy voice, like you're probably a good singer. And
oh yeah, that's one of the questions, if we can both sing.
I'm like low-key not a good singer. Like, I try, but my voice doesn't go high. So like, I can stay in this vocal range right now, but like anytime I try to go like,
oh, like a high
like,
pitch,
it's like crackly. I would say like Paramore or like an Aaliyah or Ashanti, or maybe like a Tragically Hip, like New Orleans is Sinking or something like that.
Oh, I love Tragically
Because I probably have a better vocal range for males.
Like more like a, yeah, I can do male.
I
can do male songs.
I feel like male's easier for me because I don't have to do the high.
I can't do
range.
High pitch. Yeah, like if it's Mariah Carey, like, oh god,
yeah,
your ears are gonna be bleeding by the end if I'm going for that. I cannot sing to save my life.
Yeah.
I'd probably go for a Blink-182 song.
Nice.
I'd probably, because it's like, you don't even really need to sing.
Yeah.
You know? It's more like a
talking,
yelling kind of thing. Like an old school alternative rock
song. Or like a Spice Girls, because Spice Girls just like yelling, like, I'll tell you what I want, like, you know what I mean?
I agree. It'd be like an easier.
Yeah, I wouldn't pick anything. I mean, I love Aaliyah, so I would definitely do Aaliyah, but I love karaoke though. Like, I used to have a karaoke machine when I was young, and I would be like in my living room just like belting.
Oh my god, no way.
Bray likes to pump my tongue. Oh my god, that looks so
cute.
You shrunk my Backstreet Boys shirt.
You gotta go lower.
So
you gotta go lower. They won't be able to see. Come show. Oh, he just came in a crop top. So, Is that what you're wearing to the festival? Yeah? Any more questions? I feel like we've got
No, I think we're done.
here. Oh, there's a couple more here.
Oh.
Pineapple on pizza? Of course you would, Laura. Do you like pineapple on pizza?
Okay. I will eat it. It's not something that I'll pick though.
I feel like some people want it.
Like
Ryan.
if someone orders pineapple on pizza, I'll eat it. I love grilled pineapple, like if you go to Korean barbecue or something and like throwing like I love warm like a little bit of brown sugar on it, but
grilled
I would rather have it alone. If it's there though, like if that was my only choice, I wouldn't be like, ew, I'm not eating it. I would eat it and I would enjoy it. But it's not something I would personally like be like, yeah, I need pineapple on my pizza.
I would never. Well, you know what? Like, I don't eat ham, so I also feel like
that's what it usually comes with. Is like Hawaiian.
So for me, it would just be like plain pineapple, which would be disgusting. So definitely not for me. Like, unless it's like some weird kind of cool concoction, like a pear. I love pear on pizza, like pear, arugula.
I think we had
like that kind of stuff.
A restaurant we went to, pear.
Yeah, like I like that sort of thing. Like I like gourmet pizzas, and obviously I don't really eat meat, so it's hard for me to like go for the pineapple when I don't eat the ham.
Yeah.
Which is kind of like the mix. Uh-oh, the glue stuck to the bottom of my, oh, there we go.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you want me to hold this? You good?
Okay, I got it.
Yeah.
Any other questions? I feel like I need to fix like the way this is sticking out, but whatever. It's really hard to do this with no liner on the top.
Dennis asked us, how do you deal with a hard surface versus like a smooth floor when shuffling?
Ooh, that's a good one.
Good question.
Do you want to go first?
I think it comes down to my shoe choice a lot of the time.
Yeah.
Like,
I agree.
a flat shoe that doesn't have a lot of like tread is easier with those like bumpy floors. They're like concrete. When you have too much tread on the bottom of your shoe, it sticks, right? So on a smooth floor, the tread's not, it's gonna be fine. But sometimes I like a little bit of a like bumpy, hard surface floor because I feel like I can do more moves because sometimes I'm nervous with smooth floors.
Yeah,
it's very easy to slip, right?
If it's shoe soft and your shoes are smooth and your shoes are not like grippy.
Yeah, and like depending on if it's wet or not, like if you're at a club and it's super smooth floors and then like somebody spills a drink, like you're bound to break an ankle. Like,
yeah, you gotta be careful.
Where if it was like concrete, if there's water on the concrete, like we're good. Yeah.
We're always on the patrol at clubs. Yeah. Whenever someone spills their drink, which is so often.
When we were at Movement, Detroit, like I don't know where I found this towel, but it was like wet on the ground and I literally was just like taking a towel and like rubbing it and I think people were like, this girl's weird.
Yeah.
Like, did she bring a towel? Like, where did this towel come from? And I don't know either where the towel came from. I found it.
You usually find
things.
Or she'll get like 3,000 napkins from the bartender and they're always like,
that's what we gotta do.
And then she'll just like go and start like cleaning up.
I'm just a clean freak, so I mean, it goes hand in hand. I find things everywhere. Like I'm always looking at the ground, and Serena's like, "Ew, you're gonna pick that up."
You found like the weirdest things at festivals.
Like yeah.
She's found like glasses, like remember those like weird glasses you found that we wore? We wore them after.
I find
like if COVID was a thing, like we would.
I know.
Yeah. We probably got sick from wearing weird shit that we found on the ground. So this is our final outfit check. So also if you want to zoom in on our makeup, I fixed my makeup a little bit. My full outfit is from Dollskill, and this girl's stunning. She's stunning on them. So. She's wearing, what are you wearing? It's a social piece moment. And then she's got the sleeve shorts
underneath, and I'm gonna do like a little Aaliyah throw. This is probably for like nighttime chilling. I'm gonna use it as like a little like shawl type thing.
And then I'm gonna wear these boots. I haven't put them on yet.
I'm just wearing Vans.
Boots. We're going for the boots today. I tried shuffling and then it worked. So yeah. We'll see ya. Thanks for getting ready with us.